340 meters beneath the Philippine Sea, beyond the reach of sunlight, a giant sleeps in darkness. For nearly 80 years, the ocean has guarded its remains. Once feared across the Pacific, this steel titan now lies silent beneath layers of silt and corrosion. This is Yamato, the largest battleship ever built. A vessel so powerful that many believed it represented the future of naval warfare itself. Today there are no engines, no gunfire, only darkness, only silence. As sonar scans the seabed, enormous shapes begin to emerge from the shadows. Two massive wreck sections, broken apart, scattered across the ocean floor, the remains of a legend. Remotely operated vehicles descend into the depths. Their lights cut through the darkness. Slowly, a wall of steel appears. At first, it resembles an underwater cliff. Then the true scale becomes clear. This is the hull of Yamato. Even after decades underwater, the wreck remains immense. The tiny exploration vehicles seem insignificant against armor plates that once protected the most powerful battleship on Earth. Every scar tells a story. Every twisted beam reveals the violence of her final moments. But to understand how Yamato came to rest here, we must travel back to the 1930s. Japan knew it could never match the industrial output of the United States. Instead, military planners pursued a different strategy. If they could not build more ships, they would build stronger ships. Larger ships. Ships capable of defeating multiple enemies at once. From that vision came Yamato. Built under extraordinary secrecy, she was unlike anything the world had ever seen. When completed, she displaced more than 70,000 tons. Her 9 main guns were the largest ever fitted to a warship. Each shell weighed nearly as much as a car. Her armor was designed to withstand punishment that would destroy other vessels. Yamato was not merely a battleship. She was a symbol of national power, a floating fortress. But while Yamato was being built, naval warfare was changing. Aircraft carriers were beginning to dominate the seas. Instead of firing shells from over the horizon, aircraft could strike targets hundreds of kilometers away. The age of the battleship was slowly coming to an end. Unfortunately for Yamato, she was designed for a world that was disappearing. As World War II progressed, American industry produced ships and aircraft at an astonishing pace. Battle after battle shifted the balance of power. Midway, the Philippine Sea, Leyte Gulf. Each defeat weakened Japan's position. By 1945, the situation had become desperate. Resources were running low. Fuel was scarce. The once powerful Imperial Japanese Navy was fighting for survival. Then came Operation Tengo, one of the most dramatic missions in naval history. Yamato would sail toward Okinawa on a one-way journey. If she reached the island, she would beach herself and fight as a stationary fortress until destroyed. Many sailors understood there would be no return. On April 6, 1945, Yamato departed Japan for the final time. The next day, American reconnaissance aircraft located the battleship. Soon, hundreds of carrier-based aircraft were heading toward her position. Wave after wave attacked. Bombs struck the decks. Torpedoes ripped into the hull. Anti-aircraft guns filled the sky with explosions. Crew members fought desperately to save their ship. But the attacks continued, again and again. Eventually, Yamato began to list heavily. Flooding spread throughout the vessel. Control was lost. Then came the final catastrophe. As the ship rolled over, fires reached ammunition magazines deep within the hull. The resulting explosion was enormous. A massive fireball erupted into the sky. The blast tore the battleship apart. More than 3,000 sailors lost their lives. The largest battleship ever built disappeared beneath the sea. And there she remained, for 80 years, until now. Back in the present day, engineers face a challenge few thought possible. Recovering Yamato from the seabed. The operation begins with months of preparation. ROVs map every section of the wreck. Unstable debris is removed. Structural weaknesses are identified. Massive anchor points are installed. Steel support frames are lowered into position. Heavy lifting cables are attached across the wreck. Every step is calculated, every connection inspected, because once the lifting begins, failure is not an option. Finally, the moment arrives. The cables tighten. Sediment rises from the seabed. For a few moments, nothing happens. Then, slowly, the wreck begins to move. For the first time since April 1945, Yamato is leaving the ocean floor. Clouds of silt erupt beneath the hull. The giant breaks free from the seabed that has held it for generations. Meter by meter, the ascent continues. ROVs monitor every movement. Engineers watch every sensor. The wreck rises through waters that have hidden it for decades. Inspection pauses are conducted along the way. Every section is examined. Every stress point analyzed. The structure holds. The lift continues. Additional flotation pontoons are attached. Compressed air forces water from their chambers. The wreck becomes lighter. The surface draws closer. Then comes the moment nobody aboard the recovery vessels will ever forget. After 80 years beneath the sea, the bow of Yamato breaks the surface. Water cascades from rust-covered steel. The recovered hull towers above surrounding vessels. History itself appears to be emerging from the ocean. Soon both major sections are afloat. The impossible has become reality. Yet recovery is only the beginning. Specialized heavy-lift ships transport the wreck to drydock facilities. Their decades of damage are finally revealed in full. Marine growth is removed. Corrosion is stripped away. Engineers inspect armor plating. Damaged steel is replaced. Welders work across vast scaffolding structures. Inside the ship, crews remove tons of sediment. Compartments are drained. Structural frames are repaired. Protective coatings are applied. Month after month, the restoration progresses. Slowly, the battered wreck begins to resemble a ship once more. Not a brand new vessel, not a perfect reconstruction, but a preserved piece of history, a monument to an era that changed the world. Finally, the restoration reaches its conclusion. The drydock floods. Water rises around the restored hull. For the first time in generations, Yamato floats once again. The moment is quiet. No celebration. No crowds. Only the sight of one of history's most famous warships resting on the water. A reminder of ambition, of innovation, of sacrifice, and of how quickly technology can change the course of history. The greatest battleship ever built could not alter the outcome of the war. Yet decades after her sinking, Yamato still captures imaginations around the world. A giant forged in steel, lost beneath the sea, and remembered long after the guns fell silent.